Alrighty guys, we're back for some Blue Soldiers, and this is a Brothers War Standard Brew. We're going to go over the deck, then hop right into some ranked, but first things first, for anyone who may not know, I'm Red Cat, and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well, so I hope that sounds fun to you. Also, we do got that Discord link down in the description if you're interested in joining that up. Okay, what do we got in the build here? We got 4 Yotian Frontliners. Even though we don't have any white sources in the mana base, we do have ways to get treasure, which we'll go over in just a second to be able to unearth this. Got 4 Fading Hopes. We got 4 Network Disruptors. It's an artifact creature, which is going to be important. 1 mana, 1/1, and when it enters the battlefield, tap target permanent. Nice. We have 4 Suspicious Stowaways here. 2 mana, 1/1, can't be blocked, and when it deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card, then discard a card, but if it's nighttime, you just draw a card. You don't have to discard anything, which is sweet. We got 4 Sentinels here. Zephyr Sentinels? Don't really know how to pronounce this. This is a 2 mana, 2/1 with flash and flying, and when it enters the battlefield, return up to 1 other target creature you control to its owner's hand. If it was a soldier, put a +1/+1 on Zephyr Sentinel. A pretty great way to protect your creatures, but then it could be as simple as a turn 1 frontliner. Keep your turn 2 open with a Sentinel in hand, bounce the frontliner, then all of a sudden you have a 3/2 flying already, which is pretty solid, honestly. Then since it has flash, it's pretty great because we have some counter spells in here as well. Disruption Protocol is one of the reasons why the artifacts are important. For 2 mana, double blue, instant speed, as an additional cost to cast this spell, tap an untapped artifact you control or pay 1, counter target spell. Pretty powerful if you have that artifact to tap, huh? We have a couple essence captures in here too. Double blue, instant speed, counter target creature spell. Put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target creature you control. Pretty powerful, guys. There's like a creature in every deck that you want to, even like the decks that don't run creatures, they might have like Shieldred, you know what I mean? So no matter what, Essence Capture is probably going to have a target for you to hit. In our 3-drop spots, guys, we got a couple Mindlink Mechs, some pretty cool creatures in here to copy. We have 4 Prosperous Thieves, a 3 mana, 3/2 with ninjutsu of 1 and a blue. Whenever 1 or more ninja or rogue creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. So this is a ninja, naturally, so you'll get that treasure if Thief hits, but then also Stowaway's a rogue, and Disruptor is also a rogue, so that is pretty awesome. Just getting those extra treasure tokens seems pretty powerful too. Being able to ramp into some of our top end, for example, or play multiple things on the same turn while keeping a counter spell open is really powerful as well, so I think Thief is going to put in a ton of work. Which reminds me, guys, this is actually a revisit. We played Mono Blue about a month ago or so. I had a bunch of suggestions in the comments of that video, and I kind of redid the deck. So this is definitely a revisit to that Mono Blue. Prosperous Thief was one of those suggestions in the comments. So we got 4 Skystrike Officers. We know the power of this card. This card doesn't have to be in a dedicated soldier build to be super powerful. 3 mana, 2/3 with flying, and when it attacks, create a 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature token, tap 3 untapped soldiers you control, draw a card. So it could be as simple as copying this with the Mindlink Mech and just getting that extra damage in with the mech, but then since mech copies it, you're still getting the soldier from the officer as well, which is kind of epic, huh? Then those 1/1s, you can easily crew up the Mindlink Mech because the crew is only 1. Like, 3 mana, 4/3 flying is pretty gross when it's so easy to crew this up with one of your 1/1s, you know what I mean? So that's pretty awesome. Also, something else to go over with like Mindlink Mech, since I didn't really go over it that much. So if like your opponent is rocking some flyers, then tapping down a stowaway, this becomes the stowaway, so it can't be blocked regardless. Then you'll also get that draw with it too, or even just like the frontliner too. If you're swinging in with multiple creatures, copying this with the frontliner, you get that frontliner ability when you swing, so that's pretty cool as well, huh? The top end, guys, we have 2 Hulking Metaphors here. I did it again. I did it. It's a metamorph, guys. I didn't do that on purpose, I swear. Oh, no. Okay. It's a 9 mana, 7/7. I'm a little embarrassed now. Prototype for 4, 2 and double blue. So when it's prototype, it comes out as a 3/3. You may have Hulking Metamorph enter the battlefield as a copy of an artifact or creature you control, except it's an artifact creature in addition to its other types. and its power and toughness are equal to Hulking Metamorph's power and toughness. So this is terrific, guys. A turn 3 officer into a turn 4 Metamorph copy officer is absolutely disgusting. Now it's just a 3/3 with flying with the officer's abilities. That's insane, guys. That's actually insane, huh? Should have called this blue rogues and soldiers, huh? Because yeah, we only have 12 soldiers, but then we also have the 12 rogues too. So I should have called it like rogue soldiers or something, you know? A missed opportunity, I suppose. Urza's Command, we got one of them in here, a 4-mana instant speed. We get to choose 2 of these. Creatures you control, or creatures you don't control, get -2/-0 until end of turn. Create a tapped Power Stone token. Create a tapped 0/0 colorless construct artifact creature token with this creature gives +1/+1 for each artifact you control. You're going to be using that one often. And then scry 1, then draw a card. Choosing 2 of these is really good, actually. For 4 mana, you're getting a lot here at instant speed. Something really cool too is that construct can be copied with the Mindlink Mech, and then it has that ability, but then also you can copy it with the Metamorph too. So Urza's Command, it's pretty good. Got 21 total land in here because most of the things that we want to be able to do only requires 2 mana, so I do think the 21's going to be fine. I think the last time we played the mono blue, we talked about dropping some of the mana too. I think so, at least. One of them being Soaring City, of course. Honorable mentions, guys. Drafna was mentioned, but I couldn't find room for it, and I'm not convinced. Like, in this particular deck, we definitely don't have the mana to be able to copy stuff with it, so Surge Engine could be cool. It doesn't really pair well with the Mindlink Mech, and I think the Suspicious Stowaway is going to be better overall. A Tezzeret could be awesome, as well as March of the Swirling Mist. Being able to end games with this card is pretty important sometimes, but no room for it, honestly. This deck is just packed full of cards. I guess we could maybe drop a Fading Hope, but I do think the Fading Hopes are going to be pretty important. So, alright guys, hopefully I went over the deck well enough. A little bit out of my comfort zone playing some more mono blue, but the last time we played it, it was a ton of fun. So let's go ahead, take it into some ranked, and see how we do. All right, we'll see if we can get right into the first game here. Last couple days, it was like right into the first match. Yeah, not bad, 11 seconds, huh? All right, opponent, what you bringing to the table, buddy? Yep, good hand. I like it. Let's do it. Hopefully we can get Prosperous Thief down immediately on turn 2 with a swing with Frontliner, but there's no guarantees, that's for sure. Hello. It's not what it looks like, opponent. It's not Azora Soldiers. Ooh, that might be what it looks like, though. That might be mono black. Alright, let's attempt the swing. If they block here, it's a great trade for us. If they don't block, we're going to get Thief down, and we're going to get that extra... mana, which is awesome. The Thief is another reason to only rock the... Nice, thank you. Should we play this? We should play it. Yeah, only rocking the 21 mana is fine since we do have a little bit of ramp with the Thief, which is cool. On turn 4 is really when we want to have our counter spells available. That's when we really need it. Another island, not terrible. The trade there is probably likely, right? It's still a swing. It's still a swing. Yep, they do end up trading. Wow, they're going to block the sleeper as well. All right, we're just going to keep our mana open. Oh, we could play this. I've talked myself into getting this creature on the board. I guess those trades were pretty good for the opponent too, huh? So, Shakedown Heavy. Whoa. Oh, that is scary stuff, guys. Essence Capture available. Dude, Shakedown Heavy's one we don't see every day. Which is weird, right? It's so powerful. It's like, look, it has Menace too. That is just terrifying. We don't want them to draw, that's for sure. But we're gonna have to, probably. Well, we could take some damage here, maybe. Guys, while I have you in the first game, I remembered this time we have a 2023 sub goal. Let's decline. We're gonna take the 6 damage this time. No blocks. Yeah, our 2023 sub goal, we have all year to reach it, but it is set all the way up at 5,000. Oh no! Opponents rocking cards just like what? This is not your normal mono black deck, guys. What on earth? Oh no! Ah, if only we had an artifact on the board, the Disruption Protocol would have been perfect there. Oh, we are super dead. Oh, man. But yeah, hey, if you guys want to help us reach that sub goal, then consider subscribing because it is much appreciated, friends. We're going to take the damage again, guys. We're like, I'm telling you what, after the choking hit, I think we're just like super dead. But we can't have them draw even more. What if they draw like another Shakedown Heavy? We have to keep... Eey. I guess we should probably Disruption Protocol. We have to pay the extra, unfortunately, since we don't have an artifact on the board. Dude, opponent, sweet deck, buddy. Awesome deck, actually. I mean, we're gonna have to have them draw with the heavy. We have this as flash, but we still can't, like, successfully double block this. This could take care of a Sheoldred, but the Reckoner raid is flipping too. Luckily, it doesn't have haste. Oh, yeah, no, this has Menace. Never mind. I was gonna say we could block and then bounce it back, but it has Menace. Gross, guys. This makes me want to revisit Mono Black and include the heavy in it. Like, we've played Mono Black in the past with heavy, but this makes me want to go back to it and try it again. So, gotta take the action here. They get a card. And again, 4 mana, we could hit that Sheoldred. Hey, Essence Capture. It's not gonna, like, at least we did something, but, like, all of these have Menace. Nice, thank you, opponent, thank you. Glad you're enjoying. Yeah, menacing mono black. That's what this is, isn't it? It's a menacing deck. That is awesome. You can double block here. I don't see a lot of ways through, guys. Like, we could swing and get that draw and discard, but we kind of, like, I don't know, we need to do something. And so having the Sentinel. Okay, we're gonna take 2 here, have them draw. Okay, we can't have Liliana because then we just like, they have us sacrifice the werewolf. Concealing curtains, the swing, like, everything was happening at the same time there. So we're gonna go ahead and take action. We're down to 2. They dropped the GGs. It certainly is leaning towards them. And we have nothing, guys. Oh my goodness, the opponent's deck. This has Menace too when it flips into Revealing Eye. I love it, opponent. I really do. Oh man, Skystrike Officer. Well, I can't say that would have gone either way. Good game. Yeah, the Menace from the Road Captains gets us no matter what. And they can flip the Revealing Curtains and have us discard Sentinel too. A very cool deck, opponent. Very, very cool. Where's my GG at? There it is. Another island there. Hopefully our deck does more against the next one, because in this one we got completely ripped apart. We'll just decline this time and just take all the damage. Just no matter what, we're dead. Man, the opponent's deck was really cool though, huh? Yeah, that's a cool one. I like it. Props to the opponents recently, guys. Like, we've been seeing meta decks that are just playing different cards. It's been a little bit weird, but pretty cool. I guess everyone's in the same boat right now. Everyone's trying out more variety. At least that's what it feels like. Okay, found the next opponent. Let's do this. Yeah, last time we played Mono Blue, we actually did pretty great. And so hopefully we can hold up to that first deck that we did. Yeah, it was about a month ago. I feel like, oh, the crap. All right, we'll try. We'll try. It's not terrible. Like we have our 3 drops, unfortunately, but we have what, 8 1-drops to draw into. Like 8 2-drops, right? Somewhere around there. So lots of stuff to draw into. Still have 19 land in the deck too, so I mean, like this would be a much better hand if we had a 1-drop, but overall, at least like Fading Hope can help slow down an aggressive opponent. If they're gonna be aggressive, uh-oh. Okay, Evolved Sleeper. Nice, we did find that 3rd, and we're gonna wait for them to spend some mana on that Sleeper before bouncing it. It's gonna be Life of Toshiro. Nice, dude, what is happening? I love Life of Toshiro. It's literally one of my favorite sagas from Neon Dynasty. Like, I bring that up all the time. Yeah. That's cool. I don't think we need the 4th mana right now. We'll probably find more eventually, so getting that Scry is fine. Oh, wow, we found the 4th mana anyways. Well, they gain 2 here. Nothing to do on the board state. Yeah, Life of Toshiro. Evolved Sleeper. Comes back down. We're gonna just let it exist this time. Soaring City, sure. The Skystrike Officer immediately gets destroyed by Go for the Throat, probably, or an Infernal Grasp, or a Cut Down. Yeah, worth trying. Let's do it. Like, we could wait till we have our 4th mana open, and then have the Fading Hope available to protect the Officer. Oh man, now I'm talking myself into that. Oh crap, maybe we should have waited. Yeah, because we could have used the Fading Hope as protection for the Officer, which could have been pretty good. Fading Hope on the memory is terrible, because then they just get to run through the saga again. They know we have Fading Hope, so they don't want to put too much... They don't want to put too many of their eggs onto the Sleeper. The Life of Toshiro number 2. Man, just like props to the opponents. I don't even know what to say anymore. Literally, like, Life of Toshiro is such a cool card, and it's way more powerful. Like how powerful is Standard right now? It's a little bit ridiculous how many cards are just sitting on the sidelines. So, like, yeah, this is awesome. Our deck's not doing anything, but at least we're showcasing the opponent's decks today, huh? I think we've only drawn mana so far, too. Yes, we did. At least one of them was a Soaring City, though. This also gets eaten by a Cut Down, so it was not a Cut Down that time. It's good. Plus on the memory, probably, because a 4/5 is hard to deal with. And then if, like, they know we have Fading Hope in the deck, and so yeah, if we bounce the memory, they get to do that all over again. Have an Infernal Grasp for the Thief. If we bounce the Thief, we take 6 here, down to 10, but at least we save a creature. Is that worth it? See, this would have been much better to do with the Skystrike Officer, guys. They could double down on removal. Could just be like another Infernal Grasp or something. Gonna be buff the Sleeper, taking 7 damage here. Get that land out of here. How dare you, game? Oh my goodness. That is so much mana on the top of the deck, guys. We sent 2 land. Another land! Okay, what on earth? What on earth, guys? What on earth? How much land is that? I'm gonna have to go back and count. That's funny, though. Yeah, because we sent 2 to the bottom. We only have 21 in here. I mean, hey, sometime... You know what? We won too many games in yesterday's Jund video. That's what it was. We won too much. But I mean, like I said, though, at least the opponents, like, are playing with really cool things here. I think we might want to take less damage, guys. We'll bounce the sleeper. They did spend extra mana on this sleeper. I don't want to trade with Thief because, you know, we're... Game? Are you okay? Are you okay, game? Did I do something? Did I break it? I broke it, guys. We're gonna take the 2 down to 7. You know we're gonna need that extra treasure from the Thief, you know? We got, you know, got big expensive things in here. Despair. Oh no. Oh no. GG opponent. Oh my goodness. How often does this happen to you guys? Because honestly, it doesn't happen too often to me. It really doesn't. There's usually a really good balance. Hey, we drew a card that wasn't a land. It would have been really funny if it was a land, though. I gotta be real with you. So that can block. We have Soaring City open now because we do have the 4 mana. Oops. And so we're not technically dead, but another Invoke Despair would do us in either way, so. That's something else, guys. That is a lot of mana to see this early on. We still have 47 cards in the deck. I guess we won't see a mana for the next 5 turns. I don't think we'll survive that long, though. So how we got to do this is we got to block here, and then we got to bounce the sleeper because they can buff the sleeper. And I think it passes back to us one more time, right? So they can spend more mana on the sleeper. And then we'll bounce it. Okay, they're not going to. Let's bounce the sleeper. This is rough, guys. We're going down to 1, and there's pretty much nothing we can draw here. Now, there is the argument to be made that if I would have waited till turn 4 to have the Skystrike Officer, if I would have been able to save it for at least a couple turns, then maybe we would have a lot more 1/1s on the ground to be able to chump these as well. Oh, Trespasser ends the game regardless. Hey, good game, opponent. Oh my goodness, guys. Let's hop right into the next ones to see if our deck can actually achieve something here. Let's see. Will it be 3 mono blacklists in a row? The only way I'll accept that is if the 3rd mono blacklist also plays cards that we don't usually see in Standard, right? So let's see. We'll return to mono black sometime in the next week is what I'm thinking. Hopefully, if I remember I'm saying this right. And what we'll do is we'll add some of those menacing creatures from the first match, and then we'll have 4 Life of Toshiros as well. That's what I'm thinking so far for our mono black, our return to mono black aggro. That sounds pretty fun actually, huh? Best hand of the evening, hands down. Hands down. Just because, like, we actually have creatures to play. Like, we only need the 2 mana for most of the time until we draw the 3rd, of course, and then we'll be good to go. Keeping Disruption Protocol for Thalia could be huge for us. So we're going to go no attacks. Even though the trade isn't that bad, which I think they would have traded, we need the artifact for the protocol. Come on, let's hit Thalia. Ah, it's a Lunarch veteran. Ah, jeez. Ah, that's not good. We'll let them have that because I guess I'd rather need to do nothing and hit a bigger creature with this. I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey, Soaring City. See, now it's good to see land. Battlefield Forge. Lunarch Veteran. What on earth are we playing against? A trade here is fine. Also, we should have swung before playing the Skystrike Officer, but I figured we'd be able to cheese that 1 damage through since they're going to be gaining so much here. Giada. Oh, buddy. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, they didn't want to play that out into a Make Disappear because there's so much mono blue floating about. If they block with Giada, we might still end up just going for the Fading Hope regardless. We could We could tap the Giada. See, Essence Capture would have been excellent. Alright, we'll have Disruption Protocol open this turn. We'll make it so that way they can't block the Frontliner. And we'll get the 3/3 in the air to try to help out. And then yes, we have both the Essence Capture and the Protocol open. Yeah, that's good. That's really good, actually. Fading Hope's open too if we need it. I was thinking second Officer so it can run away with the game, but yeah, they just dropped their third Lunarch Veteran, and we're gonna let them have it just in case, because they could drop another land and then go Angel, which is what we really have to hit. Swing with the Giada. Gonna take the 2. Like I said, it could be third land and something that we really need to counter, but the opponent is playing around a counter spell for sure. Alright, let's Fading Hope the Giada to slow them down a little bit here. Stowaway's fine, but not necessary. No, I like Stowaway. I do. I like the Stowaway. We can only do like one thing on our turns, but still. Do have 3 soldiers available, but we're going to try some swings here. Because any trades into the veterans is really good. They might even chump on the ground. Alright, we're full swinging. And we're going to buff the soldier. So that way they can't just trade into that. Down to 14. I mean, when you have so much life gain, you might as well, huh? It's probably best to keep our counter spells open. Yeah, the veterans are terrifying, but okay, we'll go Essence Capture on that. That way we can, like, that's a lot less life for them. And then Protocol will still be open next turn when we swing with the Officer. And we can get Stowaway down successfully. This is pretty gross, actually, guys. Wow, they're taking it. Down to 6. Let's get that Stowaway down, and we'll have Protocol open, because we have our 1/1 from the Skystrike Officer. 4 mana. If it's going to be Giada, then we probably counter it. They have 2 mana. Tap an untapped artifact we control. GG, opponent. GG. Let's go, guys. I wish that was the first game, because that's what it's kind of supposed to do. It's supposed to lock down a board while, well, lock down the opponent in general, right? While just keeping up pressure with, like, Officer and everything. That was beautiful. That was exactly what we wanted to see. Well, that's good news. At least the deck operates. At least we know that much now. Sometimes we get to the end and we're like, I don't know, does it work? I have no idea. We didn't see anything, you know? So, oh, man. But now we know it works, so onwards to the next game, huh? Oh, man, 15 seconds. Gasp. Oh, there we go. Oh, my goodness. My heart. I know. Sometimes it does take that long. I know. But usually it doesn't. Ooh, opponent goes first here. I'll tell you what, man. The hands haven't been that good, but we got our Metamorph here, or as I apparently like to call it, the Hulking Metaphor. Geez, yeah, it's pretty bad, isn't it? Alright, we'll mulligan just this once, though. Okay. See, I like this more. I think we keep the double Fading Hope over the land, since there's so many land to actually draw. Oh, buddy, it's a good thing we mulliganed, huh? We're gonna need stuff early. Go Frontliner, because Frontliner's much better to swing in with the Stowaway. And maybe the Disruptor will help us do something later on too. Yeah, just go face. Who cares about the frontliner? Makes sense. They must have a very aggressive hand. Alright, I mean, they're tapped out. I'll play this down just so frontliner has someone to target. You know, make the frontliner feel a little bit better there. Not as lonely. Okay, Kamano. It might be like another lightning strike too, which would just be horrible for us. Yeah, it'd be 6 damage, and I can't block with the Stowaway. Okay, good. It wasn't another lightning strike. So Fading Hope does a lot for us, but I think we swing and get rid of one of the Fading Hopes with the Stowaway's ability, and then we'll have it switch to nighttime and just keep the other 2 Fading Hopes available. Ooh, Disruption Protocol. I don't want to get rid of this creature. I think the creatures are going to come in handy. But yeah, Fading Hope. Fading Hope might be better, though. No, we have 3 of them. I think it's better to do this. Have it switch to night. Protocol's open. Protocol is much better to hit, like, something... Oh, they have 4 mana. Play with fire. See, that might be worthwhile, but... I think since it's not hitting our face, we just let this happen. It sucks because the werewolf was going to do a lot for us. We could Fading Hope it, but then we don't have Protocol open. We have the Fading Hope open for the other one. Yeah, I think we let that happen. It feels bad, but... Just take 2. Keep Protocol open. See, they're playing around it now, though. They're playing around it. Let's just let them play. We're going to take less here. Because if they had more burn in their hand, they could attempt it. We don't have the 4 mana for that. That would have been much better if the Seafarer was on the board too, so we could continue to filter through our hand. Fading Hope number 2 can deal with this one more time. Well, not until their turn, I'd say. See what we draw. Soaring City. Having the 4th mana isn't terrible. I don't know, guys. So, Protocol, so here's what we'll do. We'll play this as a mana. We'll get the Disruptor down. Which, of course, we could swing with Frontliner now. But this will be 2, this will be 1, because we have the artifact creature to use. I don't think it's safe to swing. But I'm going to, because there's so much burn in this style of deck anyways, that maybe it'll be fine. Like, we still have Disruptor to tap for the Protocol. Kamano flips, that's right. If we needed, like, extra... Okay, they full swing right here, right now. Gonna go Fading Hope, the Swift Spear, then we have Protocol for it this turn. Protocol... I don't know. Alright, I'll keep it. It's tough. We'll probably end up using Protocol on the Swift Spear this turn, and then maybe the second one will be okay enough here. Tap artifact. Get that Swift Spear out of here, right? Because the Fading Hopes against Swift Spear is pretty bad because it's a 1-drop, but it's also just like a deadly creature to have around. So, yeah, we have our Protocol now. We could swing. We definitely could, but we're getting dangerously low. What the heck? Let's do it. It's leaning towards the opponent, and I have a feeling that their draws are going to be a little bit better than ours, as we would try to establish more. Alright, we gotta stop the Swift Spear madness, right? Gotta stop the Swift Spear madness. They still have 4 mana open, though. Swing for 2. Down to 7. Disruptor. So we could swing for 3. Maybe they only have lands in hand. Yeah, Disruptor's not a great draw, but it's a flyer that might be able to help us close out a game. Get them down to 9, and we'll still play this turn. A card that would have been much better to draw would have actually been like our Prosperous Thief and stuff. Just tap their mountain, it's fine. It's fine. Also, they do have these open, so this could be like a double lightning strike too or something. They might just be saving their burn for the right moment. It is sticking, so I'd say they'd want to hit Frontliner since the Unearth ability is a white mana. Three cards in hand, guys. What do you think the odds are that they have it this turn? You know what? If they have it, they have it. Let's see it. 5 damage. Lightning strike. They have it. They have it. Play with fire. GG. So we could have maybe survived. So if we blocked here, then they still had 1 card remaining in hand. It could have been another play with fire too. It really could have been. Wonder, did I have fun that game? Yeah? I would have liked to see more, but, you know, I also don't want them to ban anything in mono red or something crazy like that. Gonna try one more game, guys. It's got to be a fast one, though, because we're getting really close to that 40-minute mark, but I'd love to see our deck do a thing again. It's like our 3-drops are essential, but we're not seeing them that much. Good hand. Wow, nice. Nice. Yeah, our 3-drops are pretty essential. To keep the Sentinel open and bounce the Frontliner. But I think we're going to go Stowaway instead. Start with the swing here because this could be a cut down. I'm sorry, Frontliner. It's going to be lonely. Okay. Sentinel is great here. That was perfect. That was beautiful. And we got our 3rd mana, which is huge for us. 2nd cut down could hit. Gonna start with a swing. Or try to, right? Because I'd rather them cut down the Sentinel over the Officer. They took the 3. Alright, we gotta try the Officer. I realize it could just die, but at least we'll still have a 3-2 Sentinel. But they go for the throw at the Sentinel, which means there's bound to be removal for the Officer as well. Yeah, Liliana sacrificed the Officer. Yeah, that's brutal, guys. Three things of removal right away from the opponent. And the Liliana's gonna be rough to take care of if they find more removal here, so... Other words, we'll be able to successfully take care of this with a full swing, but now the Shieldred blocks the Frontliner. I guess we'll go Disruptor next turn, right? We gotta get rid of one of the Disruptors. Island isn't terrible. We might discard that to Stowaway, which has to hit the Liliana to take care of that this turn. Combat damage to a player. Disruptor? Seeing a lot of mono black today, huh? Liliana. That takes care of that. And we got to keep the Frontliner by tapping down the Shieldred. I think I am going to keep this island in hand to discard to the one of the Stowaways next turn. Hopefully they don't play like Liliana number 2 and then go plus right away, because losing this island would suck. But it would be possible. Disruption Protocol. Hey, we can use that on Shieldred number 2 when it comes time. A block into Frontliner is probably worth the extra damage, right? Right? Is it? No? Well, yeah. Let's do this. Since this deck has a bunch of removal, we don't want to put all of our eggs into the werewolves. And Protocol could take care of this. Alright, we'll go Protocol. Looks like they have another piece of spot removal too. This is a lot of removal, guys. That is a lot of removal early on here. We get a draw off the werewolf and 2 gets through. Frontliner hits the grave. Fading Hope. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. So 3 go for the throat, so Liliana and a cut down are in the grave. That is brutal stuff, man. That is brutal. I think we gotta keep the Fading Hope open. Okay, whenever you draw a card, you gain 2 life, yeah. Okay. Take the damage from Shieldred, because we don't want them to just play it right away. Oh, Graveyard Trespasser. My soul. My soul, guys. Alright, we'll wait one more second here. Taking a bunch of damage. Down to 8. Hits our Frontliner too. It's okay, we didn't have anything to bring it back with yet anyways. So we gotta bounce Shieldred, take 2 less. Maybe? Okay, Skystrike Officer. Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. This could have been a different game. Well, I mean, everyone's rocking a bunch of removal though, let's be real. Let's see what we draw off the werewolf. 3 going through. They gained a bunch of life from Shieldred this game, huh? Keep the 2 open for Shieldred, but then we take 6 damage from Glutton, and then they could maybe drop a land and then have an Invoke Despair, right? Oh crap, guys, we're in some serious trouble, like for real. Might just be Shieldred though this turn, and then we Essence Capture. Down to 2. Let's see it, opponent. Okay, Essence Capture. And I guess we'll give it to Disruptor here, and then we can successfully double block the Glutton. Skystrike Officer, not bad. Might want to get a draw, and then maybe chump with the other Disruptor. Oh, except for the Glutton can take their creatures too. So we're probably just... They only have 1 creature. Oh, we have 1 too though, so yeah. If we... Okay, we gotta switch it to daytime then, right? We should play everything out. We don't want to target the Glutton here. Target their swamp or whatever. So it's daytime, so we only take 1 from a Trespasser swing. We have a double block available here. There's a good chance they have more removal. Down to 1. They're at 16, guys. Gotta get rid of this Trespasser. More spot removal. If it's a go for the throat, doesn't hit artifacts. Nice. Oh no, Shieldred number 2 hits the board though. Oh no, guys. That was brutal. That was a brutal one. Ooh, buddy, hey. We made good time though, huh? 43 minutes in. Let's go over the deck one more time. Let's talk about this current standard we're seeing right now. It's a tough one, man. And then even when you're drawing well, it's still gonna be just an uphill battle the entire time, right? So would I change anything? I don't know. I would probably drop 1 Fading Hope and find like something else. I guess Make Disappear would be a good option. Just have more counterspells could be good. But at that point then, if you are rocking more counterspells, then it is good to have extra mana. So going up to 22 or even 23 mana could be solid. But I mean, you saw us flood out at 21 mana too. So it depends, man. This is one of those ones. More testing's required, but it's a really cool one. Regardless, like Sentinel with everything, just some rogue soldiers, huh? Is there an even split between rogue and soldiers? There are There are 8 rogues and 12 soldiers. That's right, because the thief isn't a rogue, that's a ninja. That's right. Either way, pretty cool, huh? Didn't get to see our Hulking Metamorph do anything, and the Urza's command we didn't see at all today either. The counterspells are really good. One of the main reasons to actually just try Mono Blue, Disruption Protocol works really well with all these extra artifacts. Could have worked more with treasures, but we didn't get to see it today. We really didn't get to see a lot today, did we? Essence Capture, it's like I said, man, it's always going to have a target. Everyone's playing some kind of creature, especially Sheoldred, so Essence Capture is excellent. So Frontliner, I thought we were going to see Thief more than what we did, because every time we play ninjas, like Prosperous Thief is forced into our hand, so we see it like every single game. But yeah, so for the Frontliner, Fortified Beachhead could be an option, but also just like splashing the white in the mana base could have been done. But like if it's waste, you're going to be dealing a lot of damage to yourself with that blue source with like the protocol and the essence capture. But it might be worth it just for the unearth on the Frontliner. But overall, unearthing this really would just be to close out a match anyways to get that last couple points of damage in, so it's not that important. It's more important just to have an artifact creature in here on the top end, and Frontliner happens to be a powerful one. So Beachhead is probably going to come in tapped often since we only have the 12 soldiers, but it could be an option too, maybe just as a 1 or a 2 of. That way you have more white sources in here too for the Frontliner as well. And then Deserted Beach is going to be very slow in a deck like this where you're operating at 2 mana often. And so it's going to come out tapped in those first couple turns a lot more than you're just playing it on turn 3. So I wouldn't do the Deserted Beach. I would probably lean towards the Fortified Beachhead, and hopefully it would come out untapped more often than not. Yeah, so that's something to consider for sure. Other than that, what would you guys add or take out? Let me know down in the comments. If you made it this far into the video, then y'all are champions for real, and I will see you in the next video.